Hey ho und herzlich willkommen hier in Joreikos Staubstube zu Slay the Princess, ein weiterer Part. Es gibt ein bisschen was zu erzählen, wie eigentlich fast immer. Im letzten Part haben wir ja großspurig schon davon gesprochen, Spectre, wow, letzter Part, haben wir jetzt alle Prinzessinnen gefunden. Ich habe dann mal ein bisschen recherchiert, endlich, und die Realität ist so ernüchternd wie beeindruckend. Nee. Wir haben nicht nur nicht alle Prinzessinnen gefunden, es gibt noch einige, die wir nicht gefunden haben. Und einige von denen glaubte ich schon gefunden zu haben. Weil die sich sehr ähnlich sind. Ihr erinnert euch vielleicht noch, dass ich von Thorn gesprochen habe. Und auch davon, dass das eine der wenn nicht die Lieblingsprinzessin der Community ist. Thorn. Ich habe die ja immer so mit The Witch verwechselt, beziehungsweise habe ich immer mal wieder gesagt, dass ich die nicht so richtig auseinanderhalten kann. Das liegt daran, dass ich Thorn noch nie getroffen habe. Das war immer The Witch. Ich dachte nur, wegen diesem Umfeld, wir befinden uns gerade wieder bei The Witch, dass das ja The Thorn sein muss. Ergibt ja Sinn. Das war nicht Thorn. Wir haben Thorn nie gesehen. Ebenso gibt es ein, zwei andere Prinzessinnen, die wir noch nicht getroffen haben, die teilweise miteinander verschwimmen. Und ach du meine Güte, das heißt also, das Let's Play geht noch eine Weile weiter. Wir haben da jetzt schon 8, 9 Stunden reingesteckt, aber es sind immer noch viele Prinzessinnen übrig. Also was heißt viele? Einige. Ich glaube 3 aktuell. 3,5. Und das ist die aktuelle Version. Der letzte Part ist lange her und es wurde wieder einiges angekündigt im Tabby Black Games Discord, im Slay the Princess Discord. Sorry. Und da wird ja wirklich alle paar Tage was angekündigt und mittlerweile ist auch eine neue Version draußen, die End of the World Version, die nochmal das Finale ein bisschen anpasst, die einige Details ein bisschen anpasst. Das habe ich noch nicht geupdatet. Denn in einiger Zeit, wahrscheinlich in der zweiten Jahreshälfte, kommt ja auch The Pristine Cut. The Pristine Cut. Der das Spiel um etwa 25% erweitert, also um 1/4 dieses massiven Spiels. Da bekommen mehrere Prinzessinnen komplexere Routen, es gibt ein neues Finale, es gibt einen neuen Soundtrack, wahnsinnig viel neuer Content. Denn das Spiel ist ja noch nicht lang und komplex genug. Ich meine, that's a good thing, I think. Aber ich werde The Pristine Cut nicht zeigen und nicht spielen. Das möchte ich immer gesagt haben. Und ich habe auch noch nicht die End of the World geupdatet, weil ich erstmal die Prinzessinnen nachholen möchte, die ich noch überhaupt nicht getroffen habe. Das heißt, ich werde die End of the World wahrscheinlich auch nicht zeigen, sondern das nur privat spielen, genau wie The Pristine Cut. Das ist ein kostenloses Update. Cool. Freue ich mich drauf, aber ich denke nicht, dass ich es Let's Playen werde. So, das ist dann einfach... Dieses Let's Play sollte das Spiel ja auch nur so ein bisschen vorstellen. Ich wollte da so ein bisschen eintauchen und alle Prinzessinnen mal zeigen. Ich habe ja hier auch keinen Komplettierungsanspruch. Ja, denn würde ich die Pristine Cut noch dranhängen, würde das Ding dann, glaube ich, auch wenn es in einem halben Jahr erst kommt, wird es nochmal 5, 6 Parts bekommen. Vielleicht habe ich Bock, vielleicht habe ich bis dahin wieder Bock. Ich hoffe, dass ich bis dahin überhaupt mit dem Let's Play fertig werde. Das Ding ist, wir wollen jetzt den verschollenen Prinzessinnen auf die Spur gehen und das machen wir als erstes mit Thorn. Das Ding ist aber auch, dass diese Routen teilweise schon recht gut versteckt sind. Ihr habt ja gemerkt, wie komplex dieses Spiel ist. Da ist es nicht leicht. Und wir sind ja auch schon ganz oft bei The Witch gewesen. Und ich dachte, dass ich alle Optionen ausgeschöpft hätte. War aber offensichtlich nicht so. Denn die offensichtliche, an ihre Anschlussprinzessin zu kommen, Thorn, habe ich nicht erreicht. Wow. Gut. Stellen wir heute mal fest, was die Lieblingsprinzessin der Community, die Spectre schlagen möchte, so auf dem Kasten hat. Dafür läuft es aber heute ein bisschen anders, denn ich muss tatsächlich mit einem anderen Playthrough heute das Schritt für Schritt durchgehen, damit ich da auch durchkomme. Zumindest bis wir bei der nächsten Prinzessin sind. Deswegen werde ich das, glaube ich, im Schnitt lösen. Ich muss da jetzt immer wieder nachgucken, was zu tun ist. Okay? Okay. Ich weiß, dass wir die Klinge mitnehmen können und sollen.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Das ist neuer Content. Somehow habe ich das übersehen.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Interessant.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's gonna stab us in the back.
Ja, aber das Ende der Welt wäre ja doch etwas schlimmer als ein kaputter Rücken.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Interessant. Ich verstehe nicht ganz, wie ich das übersehen habe, aber hey. Wir machen mal ein Save. So. Sicher ist sicher. Und probieren das von jetzt an alleine. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Okay, let's leave. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the plate. Ich wette, das ist es. I don't trust you, not enough to free you. Leave here in the basement. My attention. I didn't care for how you treated me last time. I think you might be a danger to the world. Attack you now, slay the princess. Okay, ich gebe ihr mein Messer.
You can't be serious.
Das muss es sein.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
No.
The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
Duly noted.
As do I. Abstain?
Natürlich tust du das.
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Kleiner Hinweis an der Stelle, habe ich am Anfang vergessen. Wenn ihr mal Slay the Princess Gruppen-Cosplay sehen wollt, ein paar Freunde und ich, inklusive einer Prinzessin, The Prisoner, haben auf der Leipziger Buchmesse im April, im März, Ende März, ein Slay the Princess Gruppen-Cosplay veranstaltet. Das einzige Slay the Princess Cosplay auf der gesamten Messe, alle 4 Tage. Dazu habe ich ein Video hochgeladen, ein Cosplay-Video. Das ist in der Beschreibung verlinkt. Würde mich sehr freuen, wenn ihr da einmal reinschaut. So, weiter geht's. This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the plate. Yeah, never mind, that was such a silly idea. I'm not going to give her the plate. She clearly hates us. Wir geben ihr die Plate.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
That's the door to Thorn.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. Soundtrack auch sehr schön angepasst jetzt. We are both scared and we are both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it, the smitten. If you like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Hast hübsche Zähne.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Der Thorn!
You're on a path
Yes.
in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
Danke, Aquas.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway. I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
Da hat Echo ganz recht.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice.
Twice, genau.
Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Das ist noch nicht mal das 20. Mal. Das ist so das 50. Mal vielleicht. Okay, Choices. Einmal ein Save.
Yes, good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
Der Plan.
Trust in what plan?
Ich bin nur ein filthy completionist.
The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Was hier vom Opportunisten /Arquez so forciert wird, ist natürlich das Thema von Thorn und der Witch. Vertrauen und Misstrauen. Na, das sind ja alles, also wir haben ja schon festgestellt und die Community hat festgestellt, dass Slay the Princess ein Spiel über Beziehungen ist, über Beziehungsmodelle. Und dass Thorn und The Witch offensichtlich das Vertrauens- und Misstrauen-Thema in einer Beziehung und das Betrugsthema symbolisieren. Und hier haben wir es nochmal auf den Punkt gebracht.
Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest. If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. And you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world. Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
Klar, kriege ich hin.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. Great! Not even he really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening? Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Mate, ich bin buchstäblich nur hier, um das Girl zu bekommen.
I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts. She gets out is what happens. Maybe not right away, but eventually. And a world that's doomed tomorrow is just as bad as a world that's doomed today.
Schönes Theme auch hier für Thorn.
I'm not sure I buy that. Everything has to end eventually. If it takes years to get out of there and supposedly end the world, then we've bought everyone that time, and all without having to murder anybody in the process. Not that she's innocent, but murder is unpleasant and risky. It could be a better solution for everyone. You're here to permanently end the threat she poses. You're not here to temporarily postpone it. It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone.
Natürlich.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Sehr hübsch, dieser monochrom-rote Stil.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Ja, dass man das so über mehrere Routen speichern kann, wie ein gottverdammtes Item.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different. Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror?
Welcher Spiegel?
I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah, it counts for something. He's either a liar or he doesn't hold all the cards. But I think we already knew it had to be one of those. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it? You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
Dornröschen, ich komme.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back.
Interessante Stimme.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to free you. I mean it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Ja, interessante Stimme. Man merkt ein wenig die Erschöpfung und die Ernüchterung in ihrer Stimme. Es ist noch eine Stimme, die diesen Kampfgeist in sich hat, aber er ist niedergeschlagen, dieser Kampfgeist. Es ist... Die Synchronsprecherin macht es wie immer wunderbar.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Das ist ein jämmerlicher Anblick.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Schon ein trauriger Anblick, wie sie da gefesselt und blutig sitzt. Erbärmlich und diese kleine Klinge, von der sie sich Schutz erhofft, alles ist, woran sie sich klammern kann.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. Turn and leave. Have a nice life.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Canon Ending für mich. Shifting Mount und Yoraiko, Vogel, verlassen, was auch immer dieses Spiel ist. Zusammen. Oder Omni-Sabrina natürlich, um mal hier beim Staubstuben-Kennen zu bleiben. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
That I did.
And I've also hurt you.
That you did. Gonna take the blade now.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Und auch hier wieder ein ganz klarer Dialog, der vielleicht stattfinden würde, wenn ein Partner den anderen betrogen hat, wenn das Vertrauen einfach zerstört ist. Wie kann man wieder zueinander finden?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Sie will, aber sie kann nicht so wirklich. Weil wir uns ständig betrügen.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
Sie ist schon ziemlich cute.
For a moment, She clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
Sie jetzt zu betrügen, also ihr jetzt das Ding in den Hals zu rammen, das wäre ja so fürchterlich. Das wäre ja so falsch.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
Das ist schon eine starke Route. Sie versucht uns jetzt einmal zu vertrauen.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
Shinette!
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
Keiner von euch bekommt ein Say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Ihr seid alle nur Flavor. Slay the princess. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. Bye.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Dankeschön.
Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while.
See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm.
Sie war tatsächlich, glaube ich, im ganzen Spiel nie hilfloser als diese Thorn jetzt. Sie war teilweise natürlich wehrloser, ne? Wir erinnern uns an The Damsel, die ja einfach nur darauf kreiert ist, einem jeden Wunsch von den Augen abzulösen und eine klischeehafte Anime-Prinzessin zu sein. Die hat natürlich noch weniger getan, aber so wirklich wehrlos und hilflos gegen ihren Willen war die Prinzessin nie so wirklich, nicht auf diesem Level wie Thorn jetzt, wenn ich mich recht entsinne.
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you.
Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he?
Guys.
Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Stop it.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Schön.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Das ist doch mal was. Oh, oh. Ja, da können die Herzen schon mal fallen. Bei diesem kleinen Strich, bei diesem kleinen horizontalen Strich. Of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us.
We cut through those other vines just fine, they're only thorns.
I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
Hat recht.
What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Dann wird Thorn weggesnackt. Aber vielleicht ist es ja dieser kleine Moment von Freiheit, dieser kleine Moment absoluten Glücks, bevor alles endet, der es alles wert macht.
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted.
Danke, cheated. Was ich eben sagte.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Dieses Lächeln. Puh.
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Ja.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
Ach, schön.
What do we do now?
Ach, und da ist es auch vorbei. Ach, come on, Omni Sabrina, kannst
Where's everything going?
du dir nicht mal eine Minute Zeit lassen? Read the room. Komm, zeig doch mal ein bisschen Feingefühl.
Why is it so cold?
Tja.
She's gone. And there's that... I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... If they think it's bad, this is going to do something to us.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Da ist Thorn wieder gefangen. Nur diesmal in weichen Händen statt Dornen.
Yes. Nerves. This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart.
Cautious. Verletztes Vertrauen.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Okay.
I know only that they are. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I'm sorry. You are the only thing. How can the world...
Das war Thorn. Wir werden diese Route aber jetzt nochmal möglichst exhausten. Das machen wir heute mal. So, das heißt, wir gehen da jetzt chronologisch zurück. Oh Gott, das wird wehtun. Oh.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs.
Okay. Ich kann es noch ein bisschen aufschieben.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free.
I just really hate the people.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand.
Okay, das ist vielleicht nicht ganz so schlimm.
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
This is even better than stabbing her.
The same reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better. Putting off a choice is always worse than making a committed decision, especially when you already know the right answer.
Almost feels like we're as bad as the powers that be. Is that all it really took to twist us into yet another tyrant? A single ounce of control?
It sure feels like it. She looks so sad, bleeding and alone. And we're just turning our back on her.
Oh, stop trying to bring morality into this. There are winners in life and there are losers, and what matters is that right now, we've decided to be a winner.
A lonely freaking winner. Und weg ist sie. Enttäuscht, alleine, missbraucht, betrogen.
This is...
Okay.
Why? We finally gained her trust. That took a lot of work.
Sorry, boys. Looks like we've got our tiebreaker. Blade safely in hand, you turn it on the princess and drive it towards her heart. But her thistled prison proves to be an impossible obstacle, its thorns digging deeper and deeper into your flesh the closer you come to striking the fatal blow.
Those damn vines are going to stop us just like they stopped her. Of course, like we should have expected it to turn out any other way. It's funny, really. I'm laughing.
The tip of your blade only manages to touch her sternum before it stops moving entirely. A single drop of blood trickles down her chest as the two of you stare into each other's eyes.
Well, that's awkward.
Come on, just push a little further. But you can't, can you?
I knew this was coming. I can't believe I ever let myself hope for better. This was always going to be us, wasn't it?
Yikes.
I'm begging.
I think we are. Yes, this one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone.
Okay. Dann haben wir das.
Her voice.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave.
Her voice.
I think you know how this goes.
Her voice.
I can't get away. I don't know why. I think you...
You continue down the basement stairs. You step out at the...
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh? Careful now. I'm the one with the knife.
Oh, sie sieht so verletzt aus.
Of course I thought there might be bad blood. I didn't think I could trust you then, and it looks like I was right, because I definitely can't trust you now. I guess this is what I deserve. What we both deserve.
I'm out. Whatever you do, don't let her out of there. It's not going to end well for anyone.
Hey! Welcome to the winning team.
Oh, can it, will you? I'm not happy to be here. This is just the only move that was still worth making.
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
We don't have any way to cut through them. Okay, new plan. We re-befriend the princess, get the blade, and all of us leave here together as friends.
You can't leave without me, can you? Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny? This is perfect, actually. Just you and me rotting down here forever, together. You know,
just to make sure things are a little more permanent, I think I'm going to take this particular needle out of the picture.
She wouldn't.
It's only fair. We were going to leave her with no way out. Please return in the kindness.
Schön, dass sie Spaß hat.
Thorns slice into the princess's hands, lacerating what little skin remains as she raises the blade to her mouth.
Ja gut, in 5 bis 6 Stunden ist die Klinge wieder da.
Take it. Take it now, before she swallows it out of spite. You stand in place among the thorns, inert, merely watching as the princess swallows your only way out of this place. She actually did it.
She's better at this game than we are.
But we're all losers now. Nobody wins. Nobody.
She wins if she gets what she wants. And it looks like what she wanted was this.
Blood trickles down the corner of her mouth, then flows from between her lips. She smiles.
There. Isn't this just perfect?
Oh Gott, das ist so traurig. Guckt sie euch an, guckt euch dieses Lächeln an. Sie ist völlig zerstört. Kennt nur noch Verachtung und Misstrauen. Ah, das ist so authentisch und traurig. Okay.
Her voice. You rush towards the princess, arms outstretched and grasping for the blade. But as you tear through her thistled prison, the thorny vines dig deep into your arms, seemingly growing thicker and sturdier the closer you get to your goal. It feels like it should be within reach, yet you cannot reach it quickly enough.
It's no use. Even if we grab it, we won't be able to pull it back out of there. It's better than letting her eat it and losing it forever.
You just manage to reach her hand, grasping it firmly in yours before the thorns finally trap you in place. Blood trickles down your arm, mingling with hers. The two of you lock eyes.
We're stuck like this, aren't we? I knew this was always going to be how it ended.
She's going there. Her voice.
And I'm supposed to believe it's safe in your hands? That you aren't just saying what you need to say in order to fool me and save yourself? I don't...
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her.
Cool.
If that's what you think is best, good choice. Flip the table. Let's get out of here.
Are you serious? Fine. You walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you.
Wait, something isn't right. That son of a...
Okay. Das war Thorn. Eine relativ kurze Route, deswegen verstehe ich vollkommen, dass sie dann im Pristine Cut verlängert wird. Gute Route. Gute Prinzessin. Stark. Also definitiv. Hat hier auch in dieser Route das Theme sehr in den Vordergrund gerückt. Vertrauen und Misstrauen. Gut, bei The Witch war es auch schon da, na, aber da sehr aufs Auge mit dem Holzhammer, Misstrauen. Und da gab es ja kaum Spektrum, also da gab es eigentlich nur Misstrauen. Aber dadurch, dass du ihr dann doch die Klinge hinwerfen kannst, kommst du dann auf Thorn, was dann die andere Seite der Medaille ist. Dieses komplett gebrochene Trust-Issue. Trust-Issue. Gefällt mir. Also ist nicht meine Lieblingsprinzessin, so, also Spectre ist da doch nochmal weit vorne, aber klasse. Also sehr viel Tragik in dieser Endszene jetzt mit ihr. Einfach diese vollkommene Erbärmlichkeit ihres Misstrauens und ihrer Gebrochenheit. Schön, Gut, dass wir uns das noch angesehen haben. So, da bin ich nochmal. Wir haben vielleicht die wichtigste Szene in der ganzen Forenroute verpasst und dafür müssen wir hier eine andere Entscheidung treffen. Und zwar... Okay, erstmal das Messer.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
So. Wie ich es vorhin schon vermutet habe, das klingt sehr nach The Smitten und wenn wir das tun, kriegen wir in der nächsten Route The Smitten One und nicht The Cheated One. Das ändert einige Dinge.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
Schöner kleiner Plush.
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Also schon, doch. Ich bin ja kein Furry, aber meine Güte.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
I want to play you.
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves. And then she buries the blade. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Ja, das ist wirklich Arquez.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Ja, das ist die wahre Forenroute.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
To love.
She hates us.
She kinda does.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll... You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Oh, are you now?
Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you...
Twice, actually.
Sure. It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands. The only furniture well, it's not.
Let me guess.
Look, as far as I wouldn't be so hasty.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
Wir haben ihr unser Herz aber im biologischen und buchstäblichen Sinne gezeigt.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement. You reach forward and wait.
Alas, well, seems like...
Yes, that's where... You step through the frame of the stairs to their spine.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Her voice, worn...
I can't get away from you, can I? I don't know why you... I think you know how this...
You continue down the basement stairs. You step out into the heart of...
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh? I want...
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
The princess clutches the blade.
That sounds nice.
Her eyes dart away from yours.
And I've also hurt you.
She's right. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Wohl gesprochen.
You reach towards her bloodied hands. For a moment, she clutches at it, but then the tension fades. You carefully pull it. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Wenn wir sie jetzt betrügen, dreht Smitten aber auch völlig durch.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out. That sounds like a splendid idea. I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why? Because that doesn't matter. He's...
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Do you really think you can just...
It's not It's even more cruel if you ask me. Leaving an incredible soul like hers to languish forever in pain and alone. How can we bear to live with the guilt? We'll live with it just fine. Besides, she'll get over it. That's what I'm afraid of. Oh, you scoundrel.
Mm-hmm.
Why? We finally gained her trust. That took a lot of work. Sorry, boys. Looks like we've got our tiebreaker. Blade safely, but her thistle... Ha! We're not going to make it. This is what we deserve.
Yep.
Better we trap ourselves in this eternal moment than have her blood on our hands. We still managed to get our romantic end. In a way.
Ja, in a really fucked up way. Und ihr Blut werden wir trotzdem auf den Händen haben. Das sind ja überall Dornen um uns herum.
The tip of your blade only manages... Come on, just push a little...
I knew this was coming. I can't believe...
Sehr romantisch. Sehr, sehr romantik. So, tun wir das, wofür wir hergekommen sind.
Yes! What a... Oh, so you're sudden. I can do whatever I want. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
Ach, es sollte vielleicht offensichtlich sein. Und es ist ja auch sehr einfach, aber das Smitten ist wirklich meine Lieblingsstimme in diesem Spiel. Deswegen habe ich sie auch verkörpert auf der Leipziger Buchmesse, aber der hat einfach immer den positiven Ansatz, ne? Der ist immer erstmal für Vertrauen, für Freundlichkeit. Klar steckt da auch meistens eine amorische Intention dahinter, aber ich meine, das ist einfach ein Good Guy. Die Hero auch, aber der wechselt ja auch gerne mal die Seite. Der ist einfach auf unserer Seite.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Vielleicht ist es doch nicht Aquis.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches again as the last... Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. The princess falls into your arms.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Herzlich willkommen zur einzigen Gelegenheit in diesem gesamten Spielstand, jetzt die Prinzessin zu küssen. Ist ja kein Wunder, dass Thorn dann der Liebling ist.
Can we actually do that?
Tatsächlich wohl ja.
No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Da muss der Gute sich übergeben. Your quest is to slay her, not to lay her.
You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Okay, Smith, ne? Deine Narrator-Kinks, die kannst du jetzt hier schön ausleben.
You lean in and you kiss her.
Das ist schon schön. Das müssen wir einfach mal für einen Moment genießen. So wie wir aus absolutem Misstrauen, aus gebrochenem Vertrauen, aus Vertrauensproblemen, gegenseitiger Verachtung und Tricks hier hingekommen sind. So von ganz unten nach ganz oben. Verstehe ich schon, dass viele diese Route favorisieren.
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Bisschen Zunge vielleicht noch?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Dankeschön.
Are you making fun of us?
Ihr macht euch über ihn lustig.
And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Wow.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
Oh, trust me, they did. Da wurde aber so viel Fanart dazu gemacht, da müsst ihr euch keine Sorgen machen. They did.
He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Come on. Ihr illustriert wirklich jede kleine Szene in diesem Spiel, aber den Kuss, den habt ihr nicht mehr drauf gekriegt. Come on! I've been cheated. Voice of the cheated. Dann wahrscheinlich im Pristine Cut.
That was nice.
Auch nicht schlecht. I'll take it.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns... Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure...
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here.
As you swing your blade into the thorn, both you and the... Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Und unter anderem deswegen, was Smitten gerade gesagt hat, ist die Verein dich mit Omni Sabrina, mit dem Shifting Mount, auch Route, eigentlich die einzig akzeptable Route. Das muss das True Ending sein, dass man sich mit ihr am Ende vereint und... Wobei es auch nicht schlecht ist, dann in die Hütte zurückzugehen und mit Core Sabrina einfach die Hütte zu verlassen. Das ist ja auch ein schönes Happy Ending.
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
And there's that... I'm begging. This...
So, jetzt sind wir aber wirklich soweit fertig mit Thorn. Ja, starke Route. Viele Emotionen, eine Szene, die man humoristisch und romantisch so nirgendwo sonst hat im Spiel. Also da war auch wieder alles dabei. Thorn ist als Charakter nicht ganz so komplex wie Spectre, aber das muss sie auch gar nicht sein, weil sie einen ganz anderen Fokus hat. Diese Trust-Issues und dieses ganze Vertrauensthema in sich zu vereinen und dem Spieler so Tiefen und Höhen in einem Durchlauf zu ermöglichen. Und das ist ihr Fokus und sie hat einen ganz anderen als Spectre, den ich persönlich mehr mag, weil ihr Charakter wirklich so komplex ist und so lebhaft. Aber Thorn ist auch schön. Weiß nicht, ich glaube, ich muss am Ende nochmal eine Tierlist machen, aber ich glaube, Thorn ist locker in den Top 5. Ob sie jetzt Platz 2 ist, weiß ich nicht genau. Könnte sein. Ist eine starke Route, gehe ich mit. Cool. Hat aber auch wieder eine Stunde gedauert und deswegen war es das auch schon wieder mit diesem Part. Beim nächsten Mal sehen wir uns The Nature, The Wild an. Wird auch ganz interessant. Bis dahin, Slay the Princess. Tschüss.